Welcome to another episode of Zoe TV. And today I am soloing it. So this is my chance to get back at Steve for all the things that he constantly does to me. So who knows what will be happening later in the show. But we're going to start it out with our residents of inspiration. And I am so excited that these two were nominated. They are amazing. And I see Vi working in the HR department right down the hall from me a lot. She is there doing, and she works, I just said, from the time she gets there till the time she leaves. So we will be talking to them today. And then after that, we're going to talk to Tommy about what is going to happen with getting our campus open and how close are we. So let's start. Vi and Marvin Miller are with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, how did you find out and how did you feel about the Bakers nominating you?
Well, I was in the swimming pool, so I was all wet.
Awesome. So did he tell you or did...
He told me that I was going to get a call.
Nice.
And then...
And you did. And
yes.
This is it. And so... Did you watch the show to see all the great things they said?
No.
Okay. Well, they did. They said really good things about you, and it was easy to pick you guys as inspiring to be on the show. So tell us a little bit about where you came from, how you came to Glencroft, how long you've been here.
Well, we came here from Colorado. We came here about 7 years ago.
Okay, from Colorado?
From Colorado.
Now, where in Colorado?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, I love Colorado Springs. Wasn't that such a hard move?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
We delayed it as long as possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
And why did you come here then?
Well, she needed to be where it was warmer.
Okay.
Because of her condition, because she was averaging 1 blood transfusion a year while we were in Colorado. But since we moved here, not one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's correct.
What, why? Because it was too cold?
It was
or-
too cold. It was too cold.
And probably part of that was the altitude.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, wow, so you came right from Colorado Springs to Glencroft, or did
Yes.
you? Okay, and how did you find Glencroft?
Well, we grew up Mennonite. I remember when this was built.
Oh, wow.
I was in Goshen, Indiana, where the sister organization, Greencroft, was.
Okay, yes.
So that was, and that's how Glencroft got named, because that was Greencroft, and it was Glendale, and so they combined the name for Glencroft.
I like that too. All right, and so you knew about it.
I knew about it, and then when we decided to move to Phoenix, I looked up Glencroft immediately. I mean, we didn't look at anything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we knew about the place. We knew about the previous administrators and everything.
And we had
Okay.
also visited here several times.
Okay, so did you have friends here already, or?
I have a friend that now that lived in our court and is now in Friendship Villas. But, having visited here and knew that this was a warm place for me, I knew that this is where we needed to come.
Oh, and we do have warm weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I see why when I go, I love it when it's cold, you look at me like, no. Well, Colorado Springs is so beautiful, though. I mean,
Yes, it is.
and this is a big change.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Out of our picture window, we could see Pikes Peak
In Colorado.
in Colorado. We saw it every morning.
Oh, one of my best friends still lives there, and I go visit her, and every time I come back, I think, I just want to live here. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. So tell us a little bit about what you're involved in on campus. I know swimming. I see you swimming and
Yeah.
playing the organ.
And the accordion. I basically, and I'm also unofficially the treasurer of the church, Community of Faith.
That's
Church.
right.
So
Yeah.
basically that's what I do.
So when you came here, did you go to the Mennonite church, or did you just start with
We did-
Community of Faith?
We just started here immediately because I felt like I could be of use here, so
Yeah.
we just
Yeah, and I love our community faith. It's one of my favorite things about our campus, and I get to be the boss of them, and I love that too. I mean, they're pretty hard to boss around, but
Yeah.
they are really good people and
Yeah.
so good for our campus.
Yeah.
So I know that you've had a little bit of time to think about being nominated and what that meant to you. Did it make you feel like what when you found out?
I can't really speak for it because I was just told we were supposed to come.
Yeah.
So, no.
Well, we thought it was a great honor and well deserved. So, who have you guys thought about nominating?
I would like to nominate Rosemary Hedden.
Oh, great choice.
And
Tell
that's
us why.
because she is kind and helps people in her court and helped in the community of faith and likes to treat people to special treats
Oh,
or whatever.
yes. And what's the special treat?
She's also friendly.
She is so friendly and sweet and yeah. And they've been here a while.
Yes. Yes.
I don't even know how long, do you?
No.
No, I think they were here before we moved here.
Right, right.
So,
And you know her daughter is the Care to You. Do you
Yes.
know that?
Yes.
no, I was not,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
her,
not aware
her
of that.
daughter
Yeah.
that, you know, for the cancer screening that
Right.
comes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a great choice. And
Okay.
we will let her know when she watches the show. So we'll let her know so she can watch the show.
Okay.
But, so thank you guys. Tell me, because we like to ask this of people. The COVID has been so hard and horrible, and it's really easy to only think of the bad, right? Because there are so many bad things. But we like to ask people, are there any silver linings? Have you seen any silver linings to this pandemic in your own lives, or the way things are done on campus, or the way things are done when you go out, or...
I can't really say yeah, it will, because of our daughters living out of state,
Mm-hmm.
with getting vaccinations and things lifting, we will be able to go and visit them.
Oh, yes. Now, where are they?
Colorado and Oklahoma.
Okay. Yes, I think that is everybody's biggest wish, right? Is it would move on. But I think it's taught us to, one thing I love, which I wish was always in place, was not that crowding feeling. When you go, people automatically give you space now.
Yeah.
You know, you're at the grocery store and you know to wait back. Because didn't it used to bug you when people were just right behind you, like pushing you everywhere you were going? And I think that's been a good thing. And I think we're going to learn from that. Instead of just having to push your way everywhere, give people some space.
Well, and it also taught us to, yes, we've been at home, but maybe to get a few projects done.
Yes.
And then if an opportunity comes to visit a neighbor, it's there. You can make phone calls. You can do that type of thing.
I agree. I think it's given people a chance to be home with the people that they love, and they
Yeah.
would normally running in and out of the house doing other things. So, I mean, I know here on campus, most of us didn't work from home. And I can't wait, because my really favorite part of this job is the residents. And so I just can't wait to be out with people
Yeah.
again. So thank you guys. It was really a treat having you on. You deserve it, and I can't wait till we have our next guest. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, here we are with the next segment. I am very excited, and I know you all will be too. We have Tommy Medina, Chief People Officer, right?
Yes.
And he is the one that has been diligently working to get this vaccine rolled out, get it in the arms of all the residents and staff. And it has been a very long process, but he's done such a great job with his staff and his team that's helping him. So to all of you who've been vaccinated, thank you. And Tommy, where are we? I know that's what the inquiring minds want to know on the percentage.
Well, hello, Kaye. Thank you for having me here, and hello, everyone, and thanks for allowing me into your homes this morning or afternoon. So we are moving very diligently on the vaccinations for the entire organization. We have gotten through several rounds of vaccination. We are moving on to our final round. The Walgreens will be on campus, and that will be on April 7th.
Okay, April 7th.
8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you have not received your second vaccine, please get signed up with your the CCT with Brooke or Charlene to make sure you get in on that date. We haven't confirmed if we're going to have it outside yet or inside.
Okay.
When I looked at the weather report, it said it might be unusually hot for the 7th, so I don't know if I want to do that to you all.
No.
So we are looking hopefully to have it in the auditorium.
Okay.
But we are confirming everything now.
Okay, and do they need appointments, or is it show up?
They should schedule an appointment to make sure that we get them in a orderly fashion, because with this round, thank God we are not catching up.
Okay.
Because I remember last round, Walgreens canceled and rescheduled on us, so we had to catch up the Friday and then catch up the Monday and then catch up the Wednesday, which kind of bottlenecked the whole week of vaccinations the last time we did it. So this time we, just as long as they show up on the 7th as they've committed, then we will have the schedule, and we'll follow the schedule to a T, like we did the first time.
Okay, so they do already have a schedule, because you're saying, so this is not for the first vaccine.
Nope.
This is only the people who've been vaccinated and the second,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
So, so what are our numbers right now, our percentages?
So I want to say good job to everyone who has been able, because we are very respectful to those that are unable to get the vaccine. So for those residents and employees that are able to receive the vaccination for the COVID-19, first off, thank you very, very much for registering, for coming out, for dealing with the long lines,
Yes.
and just going through the entire process, because we know it wasn't easy. So on behalf of the senior staff of Glencroft Center for Modern Aging, we do want to thank everybody for for being patient and getting it done. So at this point, we're at approximately 72% vaccinated for first dose, and we're about 69% vaccinated for second dose. So we are a little shy of opening numbers, because we are looking for the herd immunization, which I don't know how you all appreciate that term.
Yeah, I know.
But it didn't come from us.
No.
So we are looking to get to that 75% mark. We're getting close. And one thing I would like, Kaye, I would like to remind everyone, if you have received your vaccine off campus, be sure to report that to Charlene, because that will help with our numbers as well, with getting to that 75%. So please, if you're out there and you haven't reported that you got your vaccine off campus, please report that to Charlene, so that she can report it to risk management, which is myself, through HR, so that we can make sure that we have everybody reported correctly.
Oh, that's great. And to do that, you have to actually see documentation,
Yes,
right? You can't just say, I did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're given a confirmation. I know that everyone that's gotten the second vaccine, we gave you a laminated vaccine card. So I don't know if you went off campus. I'm sure they probably didn't laminate for you.
Okay.
I'll be happy to do that for you. Actually, not me, but Madison.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
We'll be happy. Glencroft will be happy to laminate your vaccine card for you. So so if you have it, bring it on in. We'll get you noted so that we can ensure that we have accurate numbers across campus.
Okay, and so I know this is putting you on the spot, because I haven't asked you this, but if somebody just all of a sudden decided, you know what, I'm ready, do they need to go off campus?
So right now, I have exceptions for a limited number of first doses on April 7th. So if you change your mind and you want to get the vaccine, April 7th, please let Charlene know to be your first dose. Because we'll do a special first round for those residents on campus, even employees that want it. However, the caveat behind that is going to be that you will have to directly schedule with Walgreens your second dose. So that's the only thing But if we have a large enough pool and if we have enough people, maybe we could work something out with the CCT team
Okay.
to get people over to the Walgreens or wherever they need to go to get the second vaccine. If we could do once again the herd immunization, if we
Yes,
could do it
I
all at
know.
once, there may be an opportunity for us to provide something like that for our
Okay.
residents. So we just want to make sure we're doing everything we can possibly do to get everyone vaccinated. I don't want to say no to anyone.
Right.
So I want to make sure that if they get that first one, that we're going to have to really work. We're going to have to partner together with our residents and the CCT team to make sure that they get the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by CCT team,
The
you mean
community-
the community
Yeah.
support center,
yeah.
right? Okay. So I just want to make sure I'm right. Say it one more time. What day are they coming for the second one? April
7th.
7th.
Yes.
And on that day, if you haven't been vaccinated but you want to, you can get on the list.
Yes.
Okay.
And
then
yes, and sorry. And remember, when you get your vaccine, get scheduled, get signed up for your second dose. You have to complete that VAR again, that vaccine administration record form. You have to do it for every dose you get. Well, there's only 2, but you have to do it for
Yeah.
each dose.
Right.
So be sure to get that done. Get that provided to Charlene, because what we have to do is we have to submit that to Walgreens. They upload all your information into the portal. And then that way you'll be ready to go on April 7th.
nice.
Yeah. So Charlene's going to work with the media services to create the flyer and get everything on TV. Our meeting today, so thank you for inviting me. Kate
Yes.
couldn't have come at a better time because we just confirmed yesterday, I believe it was yesterday with Walgreens, that they're coming on April 7th. So we haven't
perfect.
even formally announced it to the campus. So this is a great segue into getting this announced and getting this out.
I know,
Yeah.
because on the weekly briefing, I keep staying tuned,
Yep.
keep watching for the date.
Yes.
So that is really great. And I really mean this. I really commend you and your staff and Michelle over in Providence Place, because that was not easy. I mean,
Oh, no.
there were a lot of people pulling from the same resources that wanted to get this vaccination, and we have made it easy. I have friends who have gone, and I'm sure you do too, have gone to the stadium at 2 a.m.
Yes, many friends.
and been on the phone for days. I mean, I remember Pastor Joel saying, before he knew it was coming on campus, they tried
Yes.
for like hours. So it has really been a gift to get to have it right here on our campus. And I think there's so much confusion and misinformation out there that some people are still afraid. And I hope we can alleviate some of those fears, because I know all of us who have been through the vaccine so far,
Right.
a few of us were tired and not feeling well, but it was over in a couple days.
Not even a couple of days.
Not
It was 12, maybe 16 hours or so. And
Yeah.
it just ran right through you.
Well, and when I was working in the food pantry, I remember talking to, I think, June, and I said, well, how was it? She goes, well, my arm hurt for about 5 hours. And I went, 5 hours?
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky you. Tommy couldn't lift his arm. But
yeah.
anyway, I mean, and we haven't, even on our campus, had any really terrible
No.
reactions. So it's really a safe vaccine. And what the scientists are saying is they actually studied this. They did more tests on people than any vaccine they've ever done. And I know people thought, well, how could that be done? It was done in such a short period of time. But I know you probably know this, but it's because they didn't have to fight for money with the drug companies. All the drug companies, it was like, everybody's on board. You're going to get paid from the government.
Right.
We just need to get this in the arm. Where lots of times it goes back and forth which drug company
Right, who's
will
gonna do it.
win. And so they did, all the research they needed to do.
Right.
So they know it works. And I can't tell you how much better I feel just knowing I can go out now and not worry.
Exactly.
So I mean, I know the goal, all of our goal, is to open our campus.
Yes, they're open our
And-
campus. Let's get back.
I mean, we're doing really good at changing the numbers in, the university and the pool and opening up for activities, but we want to get visitors back on campus and
Yes.
open it up. And
Bring your families back. We want all of
Yes,
that. So
yes.
yeah.
So anything else you want to share, Tommy, with residents, staff about this, because anything you can clear up now, or give your number if they have questions, or Lori's
absolutely.
number.
Right, yeah, I'll give Lori's personal cell number, there you go.
Yeah.
So, I just want to remind everybody that, we, as an organization, Glencroft Center for Modern Aging, our premises here is to serve you, to serve our residents at a high level, and to ensure that you understand that we serve with a caring heart. And through that, we're doing our best to provide the resources for the vaccination, to provide information that you may need to make sure that you are making the right decision to receive the vaccination. So just remember, if you have any questions, or if you really need to get that, just that final maybe piece of paper information that shows supporting, information, and even against the vaccine, to provide you both sides of it so that you know that you're making the right choice to receive the vaccine. Feel free to stop by HR, talk to Lori or myself, or feel free to give me a call. Still have the same number, 623-512-4005. Give me a call. I can email you information, or anything you like, so that we can make sure that you have all the information at hand, so that you feel good about the decisions you're making, especially when considering and receiving the vaccine, because at the end of the day, we're here to serve, and we want to make sure that you have what you need, so that you've got a happy life here at Glencroft.
Yes.
And that's why we're here, because we care.
We do, I know.
Yes.
And I say that all the time. My favorite part, I think all of our favorite part of our job is being out mingling with the residents, and we want to get back to that. So thank you, Tommy.
Yes,
and
thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks again for all the hard work your staff has done. I know, I hear you in there, and trying to schedule 900 residents and 500 staff is a lot. Not just one time, but two. And
Right.
working with Walgreens that might cancel at the last minute
Right.
has made it difficult, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right, have a great day, and thank you for allowing me in your homes today.
Well, that wraps up our Zoe TV for this week, and what a privilege to talk with Vi and Marvin Miller. And so glad they chose Glencroft, and so glad they came from Colorado Springs and knew exactly where they wanted to live. So that was so, and I don't know if any of you have had Vi's baking, but that is spectacular, I tell you that. And Tommy, I'm so thankful he was able to come and kind of clear up this number, because it has been hanging over everybody's head. How can we get to 75%? And we're getting there. We really are. We're getting close. So thank you to all of you who've been vaccinated. And if anybody still wants to get the vaccine, call Charlene or Brooke, or call Tommy or Lori in HR. So have a great week, everyone. See you next time.